Over the past 2 decades, growing awareness of environmental issues has inspired an increased interest in corporate responsibility and sustainability. High-profile incidents like BP's Deepwater Horizon oil spill in 2010 have highlighted the fact that corporations can cause great damage to the environment. But corporations can also lead the way in promoting positive environmental outcomes. While it may once have been possible for companies to do just enough to pass existing environmental regulations, the best companies, those that put sustainability at the forefront of their business models, have recognized the need to move beyond surface-level greenwashing efforts by treating sustainability as a valuable opportunity for innovation. Environmental goals can motivate both evolutionary and revolutionary changes in business offerings and practices. Sustainable innovations that contribute to a healthier environment while simultaneously improving business outcomes are called green innovations. These green innovations promote long-term growth through the development of new products and processes, creating value for a firm and its customers while decreasing overall environmental impact. It's not easy for corporations to put sustainability first. Green innovation is costly and can often require broad restructuring. It challenges long-held assumptions about how to run a business. But it is 100% necessary, not only to preserve the environment, but also to ensure that the company itself remains competitive. So, how can green innovation be achieved? There are 4 primary value creation strategies for corporate leaders to master. Collectively, these strategies are referred to as green innovation games, and each is played with its own set of goals and obstacles. And like any other game, each of these games can be won. Green innovations come in many forms. Innovative changes to products, technologies, and processes are tangible. But companies can also make changes to their social and institutional structures that can have very positive effects. Ultimately, green innovations should be judged by their impact. The 4 green innovations cover the range of impact, from small evolutionary innovations to radical revolutionary innovations with the potential to disrupt entire industries. The rationality and collaboration games pertain to evolutionary innovations, while the radicality and clarity games pertain to revolutionary ones. Let's examine each in more detail. Participants in the rationality game are newcomers to corporate sustainability. Their motives to enter the game lie either in the need to comply with environmental legislation or the need to match the sustainability initiatives of their direct competitors. Companies will likely start off by making small changes to their development and manufacturing processes within standard protocols. They may also expand investments in cleaner alternative energy sources like wind and solar power. The rationality game can confer safe, gradual improvements to a business's environmental practices. But to win, managers must overcome several obstacles. First, many companies will sense a general lack of urgency, as sustainable measures can undermine the company's short-term profitability. Significant operational changes are easily dismissed in favor of measures that meet the bare minimum requirements for compliance with environmental regulations and policies. Despite savings in the short term, the cost of inaction is high, and change-averse corporations will usually lose to their more proactive competitors over time, particularly when considering the intangible benefits of brand enrichment and top talent attraction. Additionally, some organizations fall into the trap of improving the environmental impact of 1% of their offerings without establishing plans to improve the remaining 99%. This can actually diminish the company's reputation, as was the case with BP's controversial Beyond Petroleum campaign in the early 2000s. The collaboration game focuses on fostering innovative relationships between a company and its network of suppliers, partners, and other stakeholders. Reputable corporations like Intel, IBM, and GE have established ambitious forms of collaboration across industries, enabling them to progress towards environmental goals while also ensuring that they play a role in shaping new legislative standards. The primary obstacles in this game involve trust. As in any new partnership, managers should seek to develop trusting relationships while overcoming any fears of losing control of their own organization. An ideal partnership does not privilege the needs of one organization over another. Instead, both sides strive to come to mutually agreeable terms. Accordingly, the most successful players in this game are those who hone their collaborative skills and work to define a common purpose. IBM, for instance, started the Smarter Planet program to generate ideas for greening local cities. GE's Ecomagination Smart Grid is an example of an effective open innovation challenge that engaged entrepreneurs around the globe. The goal of the radicality game is to create revolutionary advances in corporate sustainability. To play, companies must invest heavily in R&D to experiment with radical new technologies and processes. A big win in this game has reverberating effects that can realign a company's structure completely. But radical innovation carries inherent risk. Firms often struggle when they realize that current revenues may not cover significant investments in experimentation. Another difficulty lies in perception. Some managers avoid challenging existing institutionalized processes because they want to avoid the embarrassment of admitting their efforts were unsuccessful. Effective managers must overcome their fear of failure. The clarity game centers on rewriting the rules of the entire business to create new avenues of competitive advantage. Playing the game can help companies uncover hidden connections between their value creation and value capture strategies, while formalizing the organization's sustainability and innovation strategies. This game has potential to fundamentally reshape a business and alter its underlying rules, but it requires visionary leadership. If a firm lacks a strong mission and driven visionaries who aspire to far-reaching goals, then a manager must seek to develop a compelling mission and hire top talent to address deficits. It may be tempting for organizations to rely on routine sustainability statements, creating an uninspiring purpose and vision. If played correctly, however, the clarity game can help firms solve the toughest social and environmental problems. Very few firms are engaged in the clarity game. One exemplary firm is Patagonia, a California-based company that hopes to rewrite the rules of the apparel industry through the simultaneous advancement of social and environmental goals. It is not easy for industries and companies to advance corporate sustainability. Developing a business sustainably is a prolonged process that can bring many challenges and frustrations, but is ultimately necessary to uncover new opportunities while ensuring the prosperity of future generations. To succeed, managers must seek to closely link corporate sustainability to a firm's core business and culture. In the interest of balancing economic realities and the advancement of sustainability goals, managers should promote only the most relevant and timely information and abandon obsolete, misleading knowledge. This process of unlearning old organizational behaviors reflects a renewed capacity for objectivity and improves a company's ability to innovate. Adopting sustainable business practices should not be seen as a hardship, but instead as an opportunity. Seeking solutions to environmental issues can inspire innovations that benefit customer and corporation alike. Like all other forms of corporate innovation, green innovation is complex and involves inherent risks. By understanding the roles of rationality, collaboration, radicality, and clarity games in the process of innovation, managers can establish new value creation strategies while attacking critical organizational barriers. Winning these games is not easy or without obstacles, but successful players have seen that the benefits extend far beyond the bottom line, establishing positive brand associations, championing sustainability, and transforming entire industries.